We interrupt your normal program with a Gedzo Speed Factory production.
What is up, guys? So today I want to talk about semi-slick tires, and because I do have some experience now and I tested one of the two tires I want to test, I can speak about them freely and my experience with them. This debate that's been going on in my head and with everyone around me, and what I found out is until you try yourself, don't trust no one, because everybody has experience with either they heard or hear something from someone else if they tried but maybe it didn't suit them. So if you're able to try, just try it yourself, don't trust no one. Semi-slick tires are known as the racing tires, which are more soft and grippy and blah 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 blah. I've been told many different opinions about them, and these are not the particular ones which I wanted to try, but these are something that I got recommended by a friend of mine who sells tires to me, and he told me, hey, you can try this. They have some cons, but they're made for something particular. What I have here today to show you, these are Extreme VR1 semi-slicks. So these are VR1 semi-slicks by Extreme Tires. There's 225/45 by 17. These tires have a lot of pros and they have a few cons, but the cons are not really actually cons, a lot of them for me, because I particularly understood in which ways I can use these tires and when I can use these tires. So for me, there are like no cons, to be honest. So anyway, let's get back into it. So these tires are like a 500 treadwear. This is quite high for tires usually, but I mean, that's why they call them like the practice tires, because they have a lot of longevity due to their treadwear, so they last pretty much long. These tires, as you see here, they are about 6-hour drift practice day at Megara, and also I did 6 laps in the championship which I went last week. So yeah, and as you see here, they still have a lot to give. I think there's like one more track day with them. I can manage them pretty well. Let's get to the cons and pros. So the pros are they last really long, as I told you right now. To use them properly, you have to like know for which use they are depending on your level and what you want to do on the track. For instance, to get some grip of them, I had to put them down to 15 psi. I think that's about 1 bar, somewhere there. That's pretty low to get some grip, and I still was sliding around like I was on a rain. And the good thing about this is, yes, you don't have grip, but for someone who is starting to learn, you don't need grip. You just need the car to be sliding. Even if you know how to drift, I would still always use these tires as a first pair to go inside the track, to get to know the track and the layout and the lines and everything, and see how my steering is acting. And then I would put my radial and normal tires, which has more grip and everything. And that's how I actually did in the competition. I used this tire for getting to know the track and the layout, and then for more grip and full attack mode, I did put my Westlake's. So yeah, and also the other thing that you have to think that to make them last longer, you have to make a heat management. That means that every 4 or 5 runs you have to go out, let them cool, and then go back in. Otherwise, yeah, after a number of temperature, they go up and they start to shred and melt a lot easier, and just like any other tire probably. I haven't tested that, to be honest, but what I did, like 6-hour drift day, I did 4 to 5 entries and did the lap. I went out, had a drink, like a 10 minutes relax, and I went back in. And as you see, it held pretty well, and this is the way to go. So if you don't have any issues like taking some breaks in your drift day, then I think this is like the properest thing ever, especially if you're learning and you want to have more seat time and learn how to move your hands and everything more than having more grip. Honestly, Honestly, I wish I had known about these tires when I started to drift, because if you think about it, they are 20 bucks more expensive, 20 to 30 more expensive than the average radial or upper tires I have. But I would be able to do a full drift day or even 2 drift days with having 4 of them, like 2 sets, instead of having like 12 or 14 tires of Westlakes. I mean, this is a big, huge like difference in numbers. But again, it all depends on what you want to do. If you want to have more seat time, or if you want to have more grip and tandem, because this is also a problem. If you want to go with someone who has more grip, then these tires are not for this, because they have no grip. If you guys want to just practice tandeming, then I think if you both get these tires and set them up the same PSIs and everything, get the same grip, I think this is like really also cool tires to practice tandeming. There you practice your proximity, your hand movement and everything. I wish I had them when I started, to be honest. That would save me a lot of time, and I would have really much more sit time, to be honest. Anyway, so I do have one more tire I want to test, and I saw it in action with Kevin. He was driving these Valinos tires in Alstead. These are the next tires I want to try, because they also have a lot of longevity, how they said, but they have a lot of grip, to be honest, because I saw how Kevin was driving, and he had even lower horsepower than me, and his car handled the tires and had a lot of grip. I really recommend these tires for beginners, someone who has not so much horsepower. I think this is a really good tire for you to have a lot of sit time. So thanks for watching, and leave a comment below if you like this video and you want me to do more of this stuff. Of course, if I have experience with something more. I mean, now that I have kind of a small experience with these tires, and that's why I felt that I had to let you know about these tires, because everyone has an opinion, everyone is talking about stuff, everyone will tell you different. But if you don't try it yourself, don't trust no one, because everybody want to show off to be smart, but not everything fits for everyone. So try it yourself, try it yourself. Peace.